Good morning. Sir, good morning.
This class is essentially just giving them words to things they're already doing, things they already know. I'm just helping them become conscious of it. Being aware of what you're doing and be able to have a dialogue and a monologue through it all helps you excel. This will help them in the future.
So disappointed. In your groups, I want you to research these 3 paintings using your Chromebook. Find 3 things that they have in common.
Today's lesson was about just introducing 19th century art and just boiling it down into 3 characteristics. Focus on color, everyday items, off-center composition.
You have 10 minutes, go.
Right now, I think that these look like different. Like they're all like they're pictures, but they're captured at like a different angle.
Does the art look vibrant? Because that's the explanation of impressionism.
If they're in a do now, they're kind of stuck. I facilitate, I kind of nudge them in the right direction. I tell them, it's like, well, you know, I kind of show them how to look through their Chromebook and how to find answers, where to find answers.
This little bit of information, that's a really good way of finding it. So what do these 3 paintings have in common?
They were all made in the 1800s.
Okay.
What I was hoping for them to get is the fact that they're all from the 1800s, that they are all oil and canvas, focus on color, off-center composition, and normal everyday common objects, something that we use.
Oil on canvas. That's a good one. It's a good start.
But I got a variety of answers, even things I didn't even think about.
Anything else, Rabora?
They're all capturing, they're all focusing on one thing.
That's a really good observation. That wasn't even part of it, but that was really good. Okay, so we'll say single focus.
What I do to facilitate successful conversations with these scholars, questions, the right questions.
So what does the haystack have in common with the ballerinas? Joseph Garcia.
The ballerina picture and the haystack, they're off-center composition.
Yes, the arts are crucial. It's like PE. People need to exercise, people need fresh air, people need a good diet. You need to have balance.
What was another thing that we're focusing on now in the 19th century that we weren't focusing on before? Yes, Nathan.
We focused on color too.
Color. Okay, so, and also, can anyone tell me who the subject is here? Who is the painting of, Stephanie?
Mother, I guess.
The mother of the artist.
Mm-hmm.
What are we starting to focus on in the 19th century? Paula, you want to take a chance?
Mostly artwork in the 19th century, they would be realistic or about something that isn't really important in main life.
Yes. In the 19th century, we start to focus on common, everyday things like ballerinas, somebody's mom, something more personal.
I did the demo for them, and just kind of reviewed, you know, these 3 characteristics, that's what we're doing.
I want you to create an image using off-center composition, and at the center of everyone's table, there's just the normal, common object. Pastel is messy, and it's very inaccurate. It's hard to be very exact with it. And I'm going to do what's kind of called blocking out. Do you guys see how I'm just making big old shapes?
Yep.
Yeah.
Try to get them to say them to me. Just repeat what we just went over. Just repetition, different ways of repeating it.
What is the 3rd thing? We talked about this thing has to be focused on color, has to be focused on an everyday item. And what's that 3rd thing it has to be focused on?
The arrangement.
Yes, but what's that term? What's that term we've been using all day? Brandon, help us out.
The 4th thing you need to be focusing on is off-center and composition.
Yes, sir. So what is it called, guys?
Off-center composition.
Get to it. Go.
And then they went. Some scholars had it and they just took it and ran with it.
Okay, so is this in the middle already?
Yeah.
Is it supposed to be in the middle?
Some of them I had to start over because they went exactly where what they've been doing intuitively to balance the picture out, right smack dab in the center. So I tell them, hey, is this the way they did things? And they're like, oh no. So how do they do it? It's like off-center composition, and then all right, start again.
Can you say for sure 100% that's not in the middle?
That one.
You can mix it. That's what I'm doing.
Scholars can synthesize very well if they know the material. And if they don't, that's the flag that I'm looking for. Okay, what do I need to touch on again? What do I need to repeat for them?
Well, again, what are the 3 characteristics that we're trying to capture in this little activity? Randon, can you tell me one of them?
I think one of them is off-centered.
Off-center what? What was the term? What was that whole term? What's it?
One of the terms of the art we are doing is off-centered and comparison.
Ooh, close. Not comparison. Off-center what, Nathan?
One of the terms are off-center and composition.
Off-center composition. It's all one phrase, so yes.
They need to feed the soul. They need to feed their intellect. They need to just make something that represents their thoughts, even if it's intuitively, even if it's not consciously. You need an outlet to make something.